That's a lot on my chest, but it don't mean the man is stealing. Mean I'm walking with some money, man. I mean a couple mil. Ew, thinking in the field. That's why I'm always cheesing, cause I feel like Uncle Phil. And all those losers think the freshman ain't half the man as well. Are you irresponsible without your money or not? Thought he had a plan, but we gon' foil his plot. Heard him sneaking in, so we just ran in the spot. And then we spin the block around just like they on the clock. Are you irresponsible without your money or not? Thought he had a plan, but we gon' foil his plot. Heard him sneaking in the clock. She like the hands on the clock, I go back to back when I'm doing numbers. All the mad that I'm driving the bus, so they threw me under. Heard they mad, they don't wanna bust, so they boo each other. Think that they're the winning team, go losing, then they choose another. And that's okay, cause I'm competing with me, not you. I live with blessings like I can't stop sneezing, not you. I hate to break about me and myself top two. I blow away the competition like a bowl of hot soup. And there's no catch, I go and get the bag and I'm not bringing it back. I'm like a down QB, I put the pain in the past. And if you ever had a problem, promise I didn't ask. So it's 4-4-4 in the car, my dash. I shake a big, told them all, you went first, you last. Little boy, that's facts, I'ma grow that cash to my money. You know what? Let me stop.
Automatic is a habit, you should know it's automated. I've been getting to it, I ain't noticed y'all was hating.
We are in the Pacific Northwest as we get set for football at Lumen Field here in the Soto district of Seattle. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Minnesota Vikings and the Seattle Seahawks. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Play action. It's Wilson. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. A big play there. His 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Seahawks have taken a first-quarter lead. And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21.
At their own 21-yard line.
Carry for Dalvin Cook. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
At the 20-yard line.
They're looking for Jefferson, but this is intercepted. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And they will take over at the 29-yard line. Well, when you start thinking of guys that are in the mix for Defensive Player of the Year, I think you use him as Exhibit A. Maybe he's not the leading guy right now, but he's at least on the periphery and deserves to be in the discussion.
And because of that, he's looking at a game today where in order to make that big move and maybe become the guy, he needs multiple takeaways, multiple big plays, things that get our attention and reverberate for weeks to come.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. They'll run it for the first time with Alvin Kamara. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage.
Yannick Ngakoue.
Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8. A good field position to start the drive, but under the gun now here on 3rd and 8. They go play action now. Wilson. He's going to go up top for the end zone. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Jonathan Abram picks it, and he will bring it out past the 20-yard line. Unfortunately for him, if last week was any indication, we knew a pick was coming at some point. Last week it was interception after interception, and here we go again.
We actually quit counting last week at a certain point because I thought I was going to run out of fingers, all right, because I'm not all that skilled as a mathematician. But you're right. It felt like a matter of time, and you got to think the guys on defense, they couldn't wait for this opportunity after what they saw on tape.
2nd and 1.
Rolling to his right. On the run, he'll let it go deep. And this will be caught at the 30. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. A big pickup of 38. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. It's caught on the right side. It's Smith. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard.
2nd and 1. They'll roll him out right. He gets this one into the hands of Dalvin Cook. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
2nd and 5. Flushed out right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Tech McKinley made his way into the backfield.
And it's 3rd down.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Setting up the screen for Cook. And they'll get him down short of the first down, right on the 10-yard line. They'll get 11, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
Nice job understanding the situation. 3rd and long, kept the play in front of them and made the tackle. They gave up a good chunk of yardage, but it does force a 4th down.
And his kick here is good. And they are on the board, trailing now 6-3. So they put together a good little drive there, but ultimately stalling out in the red zone.
Yeah, I know a lot of people look at it as a little bit of a negative. They didn't get 6 points out of it, right? Didn't get the touchdown. But that's actually okay. They got 3 points, able to give their defense a little bit of rest, let them settle down over there. So all in all, to me, that's a good drive.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. Following the penalty, it's Kamara. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down.
On the tackle.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play. A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
He was brought down by Jeff Gladney. That's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 3.
An extra defender in the secondary for the Vikings here on 3rd down. And he'll give it here to his running back. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. He needed 3, he got 2. Now that'll set up an interesting situation here on 4th and a yard. And no signs of the field goal unit. They're going for it on 4th down. They'll try and run for it. And he will have the first down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. They're able to keep the drive alive, 7 yards that time, and the decision to go for it proves to be a good one. Try to pound it in, Kamara. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Alvin Kamara, his 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Seahawks find a way to stretch their lead. So now a two-point conversion attempt coming for Wilson and the Seahawks. They'll give it to the fullback up the middle. And he will bowl his way in there for the 2 points.
Seahawks 14.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. After one, a 14-3 ball game. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Flush to his right. This one brought in by Jefferson. Touchdown, Vikings!
Touchdown,
Justin Jefferson hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Vikings get the quick strike touchdown. And he's got it. That cuts the lead. It's now 14-10.
Seahawks 14, Vikings 10.
The lead cut to just 4 as they kick it away and turn things over to their D. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19.
At their own 19-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. These two teams trading touchdowns here in what has been a back-and-forth first half.
And ordinarily, we're trying to figure out how to break out of a stalemate. Here, you're trying to figure out if you can slow someone down while continuing your breakneck pace on offense. I know one thing. The people in the crowd, they're getting their money's worth right now.
And the fantasy owners like it.
Oh, without a doubt. They're just tallying them up, aren't they?
They're watching this game. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. 27 yards there, a first down.
Well, that was a beautifully executed screen pass. They let the rushers get upfield and get the escorts in front, meaning the offensive linemen, other blockers out in front. Completed the pass beautifully. So now you've got all that open space with big guys leading the way.
And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 44-yard line.
Two times. Hey. 4 down. 52's the mic, boys. 52. Alert.
Play action. Now Wilson. That's complete to DK Metcalf. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 44-yard line.
1st and 10 at the 44-yard.
He's got a first down and more inside the 30. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
Staying on the ground on first with Kamara.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
On 3rd down, here's Kamara. And he gets the first down yardage before he's brought down just outside the 10 at the 11. Able to get what they need to keep the drive going with a 6-yard pickup on 3rd down. They'll run. This is Kamara. And able to get him inside the 5 here, just inside the 5 to about the 4.
He was brought down.
A good run there on first down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2.
2nd and 2.
They'll run out of the gun with Kamara. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2. And the Seahawks on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. And I don't think Kamara got there. Looks like they stopped him short. He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there, but of course you're going to give it to him.
He's checking, he's checking, he's checking. Crash. I'll go special. I'll go special.
4th down. Here's Wilson. Feeling the pressure here and taken down. A sack back at the 7. The Seahawks go for it but can't convert. And the Vikings defense is going to get the football back. Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. And this will be a gain of right around 3 from the 7 out to the 10-yard line.
He was brought down at the
4 receivers now in the formation. 3 to the left, 1 to the right on 2nd and 7. Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And he is out of bounds, able to get it across the 20-yard line.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. Now a throw here, hauled in. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, they came up with points in their first 2 possessions, but it looks like they'll come up empty here on their 3rd drive. The defense finally starting to get locked into them a little bit. Might have to go a little bit deeper into their playbook on their next possession.
And this one will wind up being down just outside of that 20-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And last time, they had it 4th and goal, rolled the dice, didn't get it. Now they've got to put that behind them, try to put together another drive.
A simple tip of the cap, a nod of the head to the defense. Congratulations, you got us last time, but you didn't hold us the whole time. We got down to position. We were able to be in position to score. Let's go ahead and attack again. Continue to have that kind of confidence, not worry about the one play that didn't allow them to get into the end zone.
And this time they'll be trying to get it into the end zone. We'll see what they do. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass.
52. Block 52. 52's the mic. Cut.
Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. That good for 19 yards as they pick up the conversion on 3rd.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
They'll throw on 1st down with Wilson. And this is caught. First catch for Keenan Allen. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts
Keenan Allen.
as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2.
At the 45-yard line.
To throw again on 2nd down. Wilson going for Metcalf on the deep. And this is caught inside the 5. And all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. Russell Wilson with 2 first-half touchdown passes. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. And he atones for his miss the first time around as this one is up and good to extend their lead.
The score, Seahawks 21, Vikings.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Their own 25-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down. And it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
Eluding the pressure right. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
This time they stay on the ground. And this effort will not get it done. He stopped well short of the first down at the 29. And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with fourth down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And this one goes angling out of bounds, and it will be spotted inside the 30-yard line.
Their own 30-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
And it drops down incomplete.
21.
Thought he might have had it. Instead, second down. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Vikings set to receive the second half kickoff, and they trail it here as we resume play. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
Take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he's got his man on the out route. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. It's a loss of 10 yards on the play. They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. They throw right away, and that's complete out on the right side. Call it a gain of 12, but of course not a first down due to the previous penalty. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Now a deep ball going to be caught here near midfield. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
And the Vikings first down.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. Going right side here, and that's complete. 7 yards, the pick up there.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
First down, Minnesota.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Jamal Adams. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the third quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this third quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
They'll try to get the offense going with Kamara. And he's got room. And they do finally get him, but he takes it to the 25. A big play there out of Kamara, 65 yards. So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's 1st and 10. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. Making a hat trick for Russell Wilson. 3 touchdown passes now. And the interception by the Seahawks D leads to a touchdown. What's good on the extra point. And the lead is up to 18 now. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
At their own 22-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And in enemy territory last time through the interception. We'll see what they do on this drive.
Can't wait to see how it alters what they decide to do in play calling. Do they continue to throw the ball? Do they want to lean more on the running game? It'll be an interesting sequence of plays that they've got coming up.
Does it often affect the play calling with the interception? How much does that change what you do?
I think it does depending on why the interception was thrown. Sometimes it's just a matter of the defense made a great play, so you continue to come back. But if it's on you, if the offense just doesn't have the confidence, if they're a little bit shaky, maybe try and take the pressure off and run the ball a little bit.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They'll run it. Here's Cook. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. They get 14 there. 1st down, Vikings. Obviously an important run to avoid the 3 and out on your own side of the field.
Shows a lot of faith in that offensive unit, doesn't it? That you want to run the ball in that situation. Pick up the 1st down. Also helps out your defensive guys a little bit, too. Allows them to get at least one more series of downs in order to get some rest.
And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds.
Out of bounds at the 47-yard line. It's a gain of 8.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Now a run with Cook. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2.
Now that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater, he just made a great play there.
They run it again with Cook. And Cook was fighting for it, but I don't think he got there. He needed 2, he got 1, and that's going to leave him with 4th down and a yard.
A gain of a yard. It's now 4th down.
Back to throw. He'll buy some time right. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And they're going to take over right there at the 22-yard line. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now, that's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost like the game believe their eyes. Or maybe, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here. For the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. From the shotgun, Wilson. That would complete to Stephon Sullivan. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A gain there of 21 yards.
Seahawks.
On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 16 yards, a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Off the play fake, here's Wilson. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. Russell Wilson now with 4 touchdown passes on the afternoon. And the Seahawks add on to their lead. And they're able to up the lead by 1 more.
makes the score Seahawks 35. Vikings.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end.
The pass.
That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Flushed out right. That's to Cook out of the backfield. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Got an open man finding Jefferson. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th.
The Vikings first down.
Back to throw now on 1st down. Flush to his right. Complete. Jefferson to target. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Another 1st down as they call his number again. He's got 15 yards here.
Here we go, D. Get off the field.
Back to throw again. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And this one is incomplete. Defensively, you said coming in earlier in the broadcast, the magic number was 20 points for you. That's what we thought they would have to hold this offense to, or less than that. And, wow, they've done that in a big way, haven't they?
Not only have they done it, they put themselves in a great position to win this one because holding them down was paramount. If they could get it done, well, guess what? We see the end result. Right now, they have their eye on victory.
And leading here in the 4th. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. They'll look to throw again. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. The Vikings unable to convert here on 4th. And the Seahawks are going to take over the football. Going to give this time to the tailback. And he'll take this one up over the 20 to the 21-yard line. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down. And he'll give it here to his running back. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And that's a touchdown, but hold on. There is a flag down on the field. We'll have to see what this is about. Brutal, so take away the long touchdown.
It's a cruel game sometimes, partner.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll get this one up to about his 14. He'll get 2 yards back, but it's going to leave him with a long 3rd and 13.
It's a gain of 2. 3rd down and 13.
They go play action with Wilson. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Jonathan Abram picks it. And it's a huge return as he brings this all the way back down to the 15-yard line. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that
his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Jamal Adams. It's a foot race. Past the 20. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. Jeff Gladney able to come up and make the tackle. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Trying to run down some clock with Kamara. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40.
The tackle made by Mike.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. And to give this time to the tailback. And he's going to get this one down to the 45. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
Check three.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. And they have just about put this one on ice as they've got it here, 1st and 10. Fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Check 52's the mic. Check 52's the mic. Let's go.
They go play action now. Wilson. There goes a deep ball. End zone. And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown. They seemingly just continue to score at will. And as great as it's been for the offense, you got to feel for that defense down there.
I love how you use the word will, because both teams came into the game with the will to win. But one team has obviously imposed its will on the other and broken them. Because what we're seeing right now, wow, that's a defense that's in tatters after what they faced in this ball game.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in a game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
Quick hitter here, it's complete. And now the ball's out, fumble near midfield. But this will fortunately wind up out of bounds.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. Ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40.
Doesn't matter whether it's a zone coverage or man coverage, the drag route can be effective when it's run well.
2nd and inches at the 42-yard line.
Eluding the pressure right. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it. An incomplete pass on 2nd down leads us to 3rd and inches. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he finds Cook. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. That's a 3rd down conversion of 24 yards there. Nice play. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. And it's intercepted at the goal line. A great read, and it's picked off. And not much on the return there. He'll take it only up to the 9-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup, let him get some time?
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. You know, these guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. And that's always puzzled me a little bit.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Seahawks, the win pushes their record now to 11-2 on the year. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the New Orleans Saints. Meanwhile, for the Vikings, it's a loss that could have implications on the playoff race as they fall to 9-4. And they'll look to get back on track next week as they travel up to Detroit to take on the Lions. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.
Season a moment, energy at my